What you say, happiness is well, hi, what's up, everyone? How it do? What's going with you? I uploaded a lot of videos today that are scheduled to go up later on the second channel. I have an entire half a month of videos already uploaded and scheduled on the second channel. And I've got a lot planned for this channel. I just need to actually sit down and do it. What's up, Cloverzilla? People still put first in comment sections? That is news to me. I thought people stopped doing that when I was in high school. Wow. Nice to know the tradition is still going on. Hey, Mason Reyes, what's up? Yeah, putting first in the comment section is old. Ooh. Everyone's doing well. I should kick back. Oh, yeah, get those leggies up. Ugh. What's going on? You guys doing okay today? My day kind of pissed me off because I had a job interview today and I applied for a desk job. Because my back is so bad that I can't do manual labor. And then I get in the interview and the guy is like, "Oh, you're going to have to do manual labor all day with this job. Is that cool?" And I'm like, "No, that's not what I applied for. That is nowhere in the job listing," because I read it right before the interview. I reread the job listing. And they also thought they could replace insurance with an employee discount. And I was like, dude, fuck that. I'm not working 6 days a week, 50 hours a week almost. Seriously. I'm not going to work that long and not have insurance. I don't even think that's legal. It's fucked. So, yeah, that pissed me off today. But, on the bright side, all we need is Nevada. So you guys watch any interesting monster movies recently? Before I hopped on this stream, I watched a couple. I didn't even finish the Emoji Movie, dude. I started watching it, and about the time they left the app or whatever, I was like, "This is awful." And I also don't like T.J. Miller. The only movie I've really liked T.J. Miller in was Deadpool. I'm not a T.J. Miller fan. I got to do homework tomorrow myself. I watched it for the memes, but I didn't get very far. You shouldn't be telling people your age on the internet. I'll remove that for your own safety. So, anybody seen any good Anybody seen any good monster movies recently? Because I watched a lot of trailers for monster movies today. I watched a couple for some Bigfoot movies, Primal Rage and Monstrous. They were kind of Bigfooty. You know me, I watch all kinds of Bigfoot movies. And then I also watched a bunch of trailers for like straight to DVD dinosaur films. I'm actually going to pull up my Amazon account real quick. There are several movies that I want to check out. Where's my... Can I just go to Prime Video? There it is. It is Prime Video. Hey, what monster movies should I make my partner watch? I think I'm going to make him watch Shin Godzilla. And I'm going to make him watch all the MonsterVerse stuff. I'm going to make him watch all the original Frankenstein and Dracula movie films and stuff. I also want to make him watch some like cheesier films, sort of. Like what I definitely want to make them watch probably Raiga, God of the Monsters. I don't want it to be all kaiju though. So I'm thinking maybe some other films like Moon of the Wolf, which is a very good werewolf movie that I think you can watch for free. I think it's public domain. Let me see if it's streaming on YouTube. Moon of the Wolf. Looks like you can watch Moon of the Wolf for free on YouTube. It's very good. It's public domain, but it's a murder mystery, but the murderer is a werewolf. I love it. I think it's a great film. I think it's a very good film. And I'm going to send you guys a copy of it so you can watch it. There you go. Moon of the Wolf. Yeah, I always remember Godzilla's birthday because one of my aunts, and Godzilla have the same birthday. So if I remember one, I remember the other. Normally what happens is I'll see a post on Facebook or something that reminds me it's Godzilla's birthday, and then I'll be like, oh shit, that means it's my aunt's birthday too, and I need to call her. I usually don't call her, I usually just text her. She has like 2 jobs. She doesn't have time to be talking to me. Yeah, Moon of the Wolf is a pretty good film. Why can I not go to Prime Video right now? Oh, have you guys seen Borat's subsequent movie film yet? It's really fucking funny. There are a lot of movies on my Amazon watch list right now. And I'm about to add a bunch more. How do I add one to my one? Oh, that's already on my watch list. Nice. So I'm just going to add a ton of movies to my watch list. I don't need to add Raigo to my watch list because I have the Blu-ray. Sharktopus versus Whale Wolf. I haven't seen that one. I think Sharktopus is like a trilogy now. Is the Snarling found footage? No, it doesn't look like it. Boa versus Python is a movie I've wanted to watch my whole life. And I've just never gotten to it. I don't know why. I think I've seen Sea Beast, but I'm going to add it anyways. Dang, a lot of these movies are already on my watch list. It's because I never watch. There's a movie called Santa Jaws. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. There's the other Sharktopus movie. That's what I was looking for. Monster of Phantom Lake. That's a movie I've always wanted to see too. Primal Rage. We're gonna add that. What's Field Free? I don't know. If you guys haven't watched Amazon Riders on Amazon Prime, you really should. It's a Kamen Rider show. I know I talk about Kamen Rider a lot, but Amazon Riders is an Amazon exclusive show. I think it's 2 seasons and a movie, but only the 2 seasons are on the Western Amazon Prime. But I only recommend watching season 1, because season 1 of Amazon Riders is really good, and then season 2 is really bad, and then the movie is whatever. Like, I don't care about the movie. Let's go back to my home on Prime Video here. My name is Borat. Subsequent to movie film. Where is... I never do Prime Video on my desktop like this, so I don't know where everything is. Let's check my watch list, and we'll go down my watch list. I have no interest in that movie because I like watching different kinds of movies. That doesn't make sense. If you like watching different kinds of movies, wouldn't that mean you'd be willing to watch any type of movie? Anyways, there are a lot of monster movies on my Amazon Prime watch list. Primal Rage, which is kind of like a Bigfoot movie, but it's a twist on Bigfoot. It's like whenever the chief of a certain Native American tribe dies, they like become one of these killer Bigfoot creatures, but it's got like a skull face. It's very, very cool. Monster of Phantom Lake is a what am I trying to say? It's a Christopher R. Mim movie that I've always wanted to see, and I did not know it was on Amazon until literally right now. So that makes me really happy to know that it's on here. And then, I don't know if all you know this, but Sharktopus is a trilogy, and one of those films is Sharktopus versus Terracuda. So it's a pteranodon and a barracuda. There's also a movie called Beast of the Water, which looks pretty cool. There's another movie called Sea Beast. I think I've definitely seen Sea Beast. I think that's a movie where the creature can turn invisible and it has a bunch of babies. One of the characters in it is the actor who played the Red Ranger in Power Rangers SPD. Movie called The Spider. I've heard of it. I think I've seen the trailer for it before. One called Ice of Spiders, The Giant Spider Invasion. Lots of big spider movies. I'm really into movies where it's like, let's take a normal animal and make it big. There's a movie called Dark Universe that looks pretty cool. A group of scientists search the swamps of Florida for a crashed spaceship, only to discover its pilot has mutated into a hideous, bloodthirsty creature. And it looks really cool. The Giant Spider, I think, is a movie I've seen before, but it's been a very long time. Yeah, I've definitely seen The Giant Spider before, but it's been a long time. Megaconda, Frankenfish. One film called The Dinosaur Project, which is like a found footage dinosaur movie. Night of the Lepus, which is kind of a cult. Giant monster movie where they use bunnies on miniature sets. It's pretty funny. It's supposed to be scary, like they play it straight, but it's too cute to be scary. I've never seen any Mad Max films. I have Mad Max Fury Road on DVD, but I just haven't felt like watching it yet. The Avengers isn't a trilogy, by the way. There are 4 Avengers films. That's a quadrilogy. Also, At the Earth's Core is a movie I've always wanted to see. Blackula, of course. Frogs, which is kind of like The Birds, but with swamp animals. The Lost World, The Return to the Lost World. Poseidon Rex, which is about a T-Rex that has evolved to be like a swimming sea creature. That's pretty cool. 100 million BC, which is about a T-Rex following a group of soldiers back to the present day. Atlantic Rim Resurrection. I have never seen the sequel to Atlantic Rim, and I'm sure it's absolute garbage. But I'm really excited to watch it. Cowboys versus Dinosaurs looks pretty shitty, but it'll be fun. There's an indie movie that was released by SRS Cinema called House Shark, which the whole film takes place in one guy's house. And it's just there's the shark chases them through the house. It's a parody of shark films. It's real funny. Reminds me of another movie I want to see that was on SRS called Bad CGI Sharks. I have a lot of dinosaur movies I want to see, like Jurassic City, Killersaurus, which is about a dinosaur that's been trained to be a soldier, The Dinosaur Experiment, Pterodactyl, which looks like an action comedy, actually, Jurassic Thunder, which I think is also supposed to be comedic, Nazis at the Center of the Earth, pretty crazy looking film, The Lost Treasure of the Grand Canyon, which is about a pyramid in the Grand Canyon guarded by a terrible looking monster. I'm a big found footage guy, so there's a film called The Monster Project, which is about a bunch of guys that try to interview monsters. There's like a werewolf, skinwalker, a vampire, someone possessed by a demon, and it goes like horribly wrong, and the monsters try to kill them. One of the movies I want to watch the most right now is called Queen Crab, and it's about a giant crab. Crabs are some of my favorite animals, so gotta really love that. There's a movie called Venomous about mutant snakes that survived a terrorist attack on a government laboratory. Planet of the Dinosaurs, which is a movie I used to have a copy of. I used to have a copy of Planet of the Dinosaurs, but I have absolutely no idea what happened to it. I used to have a VHS copy and a digital copy, and they're both just gone. I have no clue where they are. Another film called Rise of the Dinosaurs, The Jurassic Games, which is a Hunger Games ripoff, but with dinosaurs. Insane. Land That Time Forgot, which I think is a public domain story. I think anyone can make a Land That Time Forgot movie. Dinosaur Island, which I think is more of a kid's movie. Curse of the Komodo Python. Lavalantula, which is about giant spiders that spit lava. Jurassic Galaxy, you say? I'm going to look that up. Jurassic Galaxy. Sure enough, there it is. Jurassic Galaxy 2019. going to add that to my watch list. I'm going to watch the trailer too, if you don't mind. Whoa. Huh. It looks like a remake of Planet of the Dinosaurs almost. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm definitely adding that to my watch list. I'll watch that for sure. I will watch that for sure. What are some other movies I need to see? Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus. Mega Shark is the Asylum's like kaiju series, basically. So Mega Shark is their Godzilla. Because like there's Mega Shark versus Croctosaurus and stuff. I need to watch Komodo versus Cobra, about a giant cobra versus a giant Komodo dragon. Boa versus Python. Once again, I had a Boa versus Python movie poster in my room for like my entire childhood. Because when my aunt worked at a video center and that movie came out, she got me the poster. So many giant snake movies, like Vipers starring Tara Reid, Snake Man, A New Breed of Predator, Dean Gain and Boa, Mega Snake, Octopus 2. That one's not about a snake, but still. Spiders 2, Camel Spiders, Piranha Conda, Super Shark, Mega Piranha, It Came from the Desert. Birds of Prey is on this list, but that's not a monster movie. Triassic World, yeah, that's a thing. Get used to it. Maneater. Why is Birds of Prey on my list twice? That doesn't make any sense. Devil on the Mountain, another Sasquatch movie I need to watch. Sharktopus versus Whale Wolf. Robot Monster, a movie I've always wanted to watch but never have. Brightburn. So my list. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Monster from Green Hell looks pretty cool. God Monster of Indian Flats. Behemoth, the sea monster, aka the giant behemoth. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. Same with Planet of the Vampires. Haven't seen it since I was a kid. That's one of the movies that inspired Alien. Frankenstein meets the space monster. Terror Beneath the Sea. There's also some tokusatsu films on here, like Super Inframan, Automation, Outer Man, Iron Superman, Super Task Force 1. Cherokee Creek is on the list, but I think I'm going to take it off the list because I hear it's just very sexual and a little rapey, and I don't watch stuff like that. There are a couple movies on here I've always wanted to see, like Lord of Tears and The Black Gloves, which are some indie films about like the Owl Man, which is a monster based on Slender Man, but like better. You can also watch Space Amoeba, aka Yog Monster from Space, if you haven't seen Space Amoeba, the Toho film. That's on here. Pulgasari's on here. Vera and the Unbelievable is on Amazon Prime. There are just a lot of really cool monster movies on Amazon. Like The Robot versus the Aztec Mummy. That's absolutely something I need to watch. A lot of these movies I've already seen, like Killers from Space and Unknown World. Those aren't monster movies, though. I'm kind of looking for monster-y stuff. Like Attack of the Crab Monsters, for instance. I haven't seen that in years. Yeah, Gory Monster from the Deep is on Amazon, but I have a copy of that. Any monster movies you guys recommend that you don't think I've seen? Dragon Wars? Yeah, dude. I remember when that was in theaters. I saw that in theaters. And it was garbage then, and it's garbage now. Yeah, I saw that in theaters with Kami. Can't believe how bad that movie was. Can't believe you're making me think of Dragon Wars. Dogman 2. I haven't even seen Dogman. Are there any monster movies you guys would like my opinions on at all? Anything goes, you know. Yeah, I've seen every Gamera movie. In fact, I just recorded a whole vlog about Gamera. The only Gamera film I'm missing from my collection is Gamera the Brave because it's way out of print. Mill Creek printed it forever ago, but you can't get it anymore unless you get the complete collection. Luckily, you know what? I can't say that. I am sworn to secrecy about upcoming Gamera releases. Yeah, I have an inside tip about some Gamera stuff, but it'll probably become public knowledge very soon because of his 55th anniversary. So I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I've seen every Gamera film. You want to know all my thoughts on the Gamera movies? I've done that for a lot of movie series recently, but I haven't done it for Gamera, I don't think, ever. You can see individual more in depth Gamera movie reviews on my second channel where I review movies. But Gamera the Invincible, aka Gamera the Giant Monster, is a pretty basic monster movie, to be completely honest. The original Gamera is like, he's a really cool looking monster, but the plot and stuff is pretty normal. But the fact that he can fly was actually really creative, and I thought that was a very interesting thing that was in the movie. But there is an American version where like English footage has been spliced in that doesn't help the story at all. Screw that. And then there's Gamera versus Barugon, which is actually a pretty cool film. And it's the last, I guess, serious Showa Gamera film, because then it moves on to Gamera versus Gauss, which isn't too bad, but it signals the decline of Gamera. I think it's an entertaining enough movie, but it kind of signals, hey, we're going. That's when they start gearing the franchise towards children exclusively. Then you have Gamera versus Virus, which is just awful. It's got the spaceship and it's got the two Boy Scouts, and oh, it's terrible. It's a terrible, terrible film. It's a very Virus is a very uncreative looking monster. It's just not good. And then Gamera versus Guron. Guron is actually a pretty cool monster. I'm not gonna lie, but the movie is absolute trash and garbage. It doesn't make any sense. The whole thing is just one giant plot hole. It's awful. But we got to see a repainted Gauss, though. Then there's Gamera versus Jiger, which is an extra weird movie because Gamera gets pregnant with a parasite monster, and then like two little boys have to give it an abortion, and it's really weird. It's a weird movie. But that was actually the first Gamera movie I ever saw, was Gamera versus Jiger. And as a kid, I loved it. But as an adult, I'm like, geez, this used to entertain me. Then there's Gamera versus Zigra. And Zigra is probably one of his coolest foes. Zigra is kind of ruthless. But it's another stupid film. It's a very bad movie. But Zigra is kind of a cool alien. And then there's Gamera Super Monster, which is the worst film in the entire franchise. It's literally just a bunch of stock footage with some like superhero space lesbians and a little boy who plays piano. It's basically the All Monsters Attack Godzilla's Revenge of the Gamera franchise, except without original fights. Then, of course, we have the Heisei period, and lots of people say that lots of people say that Gamera the Brave is the Millennium Gamera series, but I just include it as part of the Heisei series because, one, it happened in the Heisei era, and two, you can't call it a series if it's just one movie. That's stupid. That's really dumb. But in Gamera Guardian of the Universe is a great film, just an extremely solid kaiju film, a great reinvention of Gamera, spectacular effects all around. Gamera 2 Attack of Legion, people say it's better. I actually like Guardian of the Universe a little more, but Gamera 2 Attack of Legion is still a pretty great film, like all around. And then Gamera 3 Revenge of Iris is incredible. Gamera 3 Revenge of Iris is so good. It's better than any Heisei Godzilla film. That's for sure. It's probably better than most Showa Godzilla films as well. I'd say it's better than any Millennium Godzilla film. Gamera 3 is better than most Godzilla films. It's that good. Just one of my favorite movies of all time. And then Gamera the Brave, I've only seen once. It's more of a family film, but it's also like watchable, unlike the kid Gamera movies from the 70s and stuff. The 70s, 60s. But Gamera the Brave is a pretty good film. It's very emotional, very dramatic. And I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. He was in a Simpsons episode. I feel like I remember that. Yeah, it was. But yeah, Gamera needs a new film. It's time. It's time, Gamera. Time to come back to us. Whoa! Where is. So is Dogman not. Is Dogman not on Amazon Prime? It's not. So you can stream Dogman 2, but you can't stream Dogman? Would you guys be insulted if I watched the trailer for Dogman right now? Hey Godzilla Dude 54. Hey Noel Anderson. Favorite Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode? I can't really answer that because I can't really remember which Treehouse of Horrors are which. I just can't remember which are which since they're anthology episodes. It's really hard to remember. My favorite Treehouse of Horror sketch? I don't know if I could really tell you that either. It's pretty. The Animatrix is not even close to the darkest anime I've seen. Not even close. Do I prefer the first Pacific Rim or Pacific Rim Uprising? Definitely the first one, because the first one, well, one, Guillermo del Toro is my favorite director of all time. And he really understood kaiju. He really understood mecha and loved them in a very pure way. And that came across in the film. Is the acting in Pacific Rim very good? No. Are the characters written very well? No. But it's a great homage to the kaiju and mecha subgenres. Pacific Rim 2 or Pacific Rim Uprising kind of just seems like a cash grab. They refrigerator the female lead of the previous film. God, I hate when writers refrigerator women. If you don't know what that means, when someone says a woman is shoved in the refrigerator, that's a reference to women. That's a reference to female characters existing and then being killed off only to motivate male characters. It's a very sexist cliche, and we call it shoving women in the refrigerator because that's what happened to Kyle Rayner's girlfriend in the Green Lantern comics, Major Force killed her and shoved her body in a refrigerator. And it was a very overly gruesome and completely unnecessary thing just to motivate Kyle Rayner. And it was really stupid. What kaiju should become a meme? I mean, you can't really force that. Memes happen organically. That being said, I've made some pretty good King Kong memes in my day. One time I made this meme. It's like an image of King Kong turning his head real fast, so it's blurry. And the caption is when a bunch of white people show up to your island. It was pretty funny. Got a lot of likes. Got a lot of likes. Oh, Lahayan. I'm gonna watch the Dogman trailer real quick and tell you guys what I think. Somebody had to find out what's been going on with my. This movie is shot really weird. It looks like it was shot on like a personal home video camera. Dude, this kid looks like a discount Ryan Reynolds. I really want to see this movie. Dogman. This trailer's edited so weird. What the hell? Terrible title sequence. No wonder it's not on Prime anymore. Oh, man. Dogman. Fuck me. Dogman is a monster movie from 2012, directed by Richard Brower, starring Larry Campbell, who's the only one of these actors I recognize, Marion Mayberry, Kimberly Guerrero. It's a horror suspense film, allegedly. It's currently unavailable to watch in my location, which means it's probably available to watch in another country. But there is a Dogman 2 as well. Let's watch the trailer for that. It was good enough to warrant a second one. Allegedly. Rated 16 plus, violence, foul language. Oh, we get to see a costume this time. It just looks like a fucking dog. It really does look like a dog. It's actually a pretty good costume. I would legit watch the Dogman series, dude. I just have to find the first one somewhere else. Dogman, I just explained it to you. It's a horror movie about a humanoid dog monster. Hold on one second. It sounds like someone just pulled up in the driveway. Oh, well, I guess not. I heard a car door shut and then the dog barked, so I thought someone was here. What is my top 10 scenes in movies? That's like impossible to answer. Top 10 scenes in all the movies I've ever seen? You gotta be kidding me with that. My mom keeps texting me about the same thing, and I have the same answer every time she asks me. Like, I've done all I can. God, that dog. I like dog sitting for these people. Like, I'm dog and house sitting right now. That's how I'm able to stream every night because I actually have internet and a place to myself. But the dog never shuts up. All day, all night, he barks. All day and all night. Anytime he's outside, he's barking 24/7. I don't have a favorite Pacific Rim kaiju because almost all Pacific Rim kaiju are exactly the same thing. Most of them don't have any special powers. Pacific Rim kaiju are kind of bland, honestly. I guess if I had to pick, I would say Leatherback. But most Pacific Rim kaiju are just the same thing. Like, yeah, they just seem like the same. They're all just the same monster, but they look different. Like, how are Scunner and Raiju really any different from each other? Other than looks. They're not. They're just not. Yeah, I know about several canceled Godzilla movies. There are a lot of canceled Godzilla movies. I don't think there are any that I would try to revive, though. Like, I can't think of any canceled Godzilla movies that I would, like, really go hard for. The kaiju movie I really want to see the most is Gamera 4. Gamera 4 is like an indie film. It's an unofficial Gamera movie. But apparently it was so good that it's recognized as canon. I'd really like to see it. Which Pacific Rim mech is my favorite? Man, you really like Pacific Rim, huh, Noel? I'm not a big mech guy, so I've never really thought about it. I don't know. I guess I don't have a favorite. I'm not a big mech guy. I'm just not. I'm just not. If I had to pick one, what's the evil one? Obsidian Fury? Does that one even count because of the twist? I just like his I like his heated chainsaw blades. They're pretty cool. I don't hate dog sitting. I love dog sitting. That's why I do it. But this dog could be quieter. Like, he really could be quieter. Like, he bugs the crap out of the neighbors, too. You want to know facts about Frankenstein versus Baragon? He has a toy with him outside. He has this big red bone. He loves it. Well, I know the English version, Frankenstein Conquers the World, had this extra fight scene filmed where he fights an octopus, a giant octopus, after defeating Baragon, and then he falls into the sea with the octopus. But then they decided it looked silly, so they decided not to put it in the film. But then one day, when it was being broadcast on television, a version with the octopus scene in it was accidentally aired. I know that. Um, I mean, I don't just have a bunch of random facts for it, but I will look some up. According to the 2014 book Godzilla Dictionary New Edition, both Frankenstein vs. Baragon and its sequel, The War of the Gargantuas, take place in the same timeline as the Godzilla films of the Showa series. Supplementary materials for the Millennium series Godzilla films Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla and Godzilla Tokyo SOS reveal that the events of Frankenstein vs. Baragon took place within the same continuity of those films, along with the events of several other non-Godzilla era Showa films, including Rodan, Varan, Mothra, Gorath, Atragon, Dagora, The War of the Gargantuas, King Kong Escapes, and Space Amoeba. Worth noting is that these materials state that the giant octopus appeared alongside Frankenstein and Baragon in 1965, suggesting that the alternate ending to the film is canon in the Kiru continuity. The film introduced the monster Baragon, who would go on to become a very popular member of Toho's roster of kaiju, appearing in the films Destroy All Monster and Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. This is the second Toho-produced film to feature a monster that had previously appeared in an American film, the first being King Kong vs. Godzilla. Frankenstein vs. Baragon was the first of three films that Toho co-produced with UPA, the others being Invasion of the Astro Monster and The War of the Gargantuas. The boar, which Frankenstein unsuccessfully attempts to trap in this film, received an official ornament from Cast in 2018 as part of the company's Godzilla Ornament Special Effects Collection miniseries, which treated the creature as a kaiju and gave it the official name Giant Boar. Now that's interesting. The climactic fight footage from Frankenstein versus Baragon was illegally used for the 1975 Bollywood caveman film Adi Yug, where it portrays both titular characters as regular-sized beings, considering the redubbed sound effects. There's some trivia for you. I literally just got it off Wikizilla. My eyes. I must nap now. L'chaim. L'chaim, indeed. Yeah, I love my monster movies. What would I do if I made the MonsterVerse? I'd actually handle it very similarly. I really would. If I was in charge of the MonsterVerse, I would try to get Gamera's rights for one thing. I would try to get Gamera's rights. I'm trying to think if there are any other. I would try to get Gamera's rights, and I would also try to get the rights to the Gargantuas. I would try to get the rights to those three monsters. And Gyaos. Gamera, Gyaos, and the Gargantuas. Mothra would have a solo film. It would not be ending after Godzilla vs. Kong, that's for sure. There would be more Godzilla films. It would mostly be Godzilla films. Godzilla would be the tentpole. I'd make at least 2 more Godzilla solo films. Well, at least 1 more. I'd round off Godzilla on a trilogy. And I'd probably give Kong a trilogy too. I actually had a great idea for a Kong movie in the MonsterVerse. I think I vlogged about it a while back, where like monsters were leaving Skull Island and Kong had to like round them up and send them back to Skull Island. That was my kind of Kong idea. Like he was keeping them in check, you know? Well, I think Rodan could carry a solo film in Japan. I might not give him one in the MonsterVerse. You know who I might give a solo film in the MonsterVerse to is Mechagodzilla. I would give Mechagodzilla a solo film. He can handle it. But yeah, basically the thing I would do with the MonsterVerse is just not end it after Godzilla vs. Kong. That's the main thing I would do because they make money. Legendary said they want to make more Godzilla movies, but I think they're having problems with Toho because Toho wants those rights back. Because right now, the way the deal is, Toho didn't think they were going to ever make another Godzilla movie again when they gave Legendary the rights to Godzilla. So they kind of gave Legendary too much power. So in their agreement, Toho is not allowed to release a Godzilla movie the same year that Legendary releases a Godzilla movie in case they compete against each other. And that's kind of so Toho has had to plan their entire Godzilla schedule around Legendary's Godzilla schedule. And I think the deal might just be coming to an end here. And I doubt Toho is going to be keen to strike another one because now that they see that there is profit in Godzilla again, they are indeed going to try to make as much money from him as possible. Because I don't know if you've noticed this, but Godzilla is crossing over with basically every franchise in Japan. Toho Studios is whoring Godzilla out right now. They just announced his crossover with Hamtaro. He crossed over with Evangelion. He crossed over with Hello Kitty. He was in that anime movie as a crossover. What's that anime? That really popular anime about like the preschooler or whatever. He crossed over with that. Like they are whoring out Godzilla for crossovers. That wasn't recently though. That wasn't Toho doing a crossover. That was Marvel had the rights to Godzilla, and it was easier to do crossovers back then. Like companies didn't worry about it as much. But now, if Marvel got the rights to Godzilla, they would have to do they would have to jump through a bunch of extra hoops if they wanted their heroes to fight him. It wouldn't be like the old days again. And Godzilla is still technically canon in the Marvel universe. Godzilla still technically is canon and did in fact exist. I need to read Marvel's Ultraman series. I'll probably wait till it's on trade paperback, and I probably will not buy it single issue. If I wanted a single issue, I would have gotten it already. What? What are you talking about? The Marvel Comics Godzilla series ended with a little kid begging him not to destroy the city anymore, and then Godzilla went back to the ocean to rest. That's how it ended. Archangel didn't single handedly kill Godzilla. Mm. Yeah, everybody tried to defeat him. Except Spider-Man. I don't think Spider-Man fought him. The Avengers fought him, the Fantastic Four fought him, and S.H.I.E.L.D. fought him a lot. S.H.I.E.L.D. actually used Pym particles to shrink Godzilla down to the size of the man, and then they wrestled him, which was really funny. And then he shrunk down to the size of a rat and was running around the sewer and had to fight rats and stuff. I don't think that's true anymore, but I think it used to be true. Yeah, that's right. Spider-Man just got a picture. I remember that. That dog. Oh, I love him, but he's noisy. I love him, but he's noisy as fuck. Um, yeah, he's still fucking barking. I told you, he barks 24/7. He barks all day and he barks all night. Naughty's not here. I already said this is not my house. Um, I'm not supposed to let him inside yet, is the thing. My instructions are to not let him in until around 10. Because if I let him in now, in 2 hours, I'm going to have to let him out and let him stay outside for a while and then come back in. And I want to go home. If I let him in now, I'll have to be here longer because I'll have to let him out later to go to the bathroom. You see? Because I leave him here alone overnight and I go home where Naughty is. I would just sleep here, but I have to take care of Naughty. That's the only reason I don't just sleep here. Damn. My mom has literally just asked me the same question 4 times in a row. Mom, you know the answer. I guess my favorite cryptid is Mothman because there's just something so captivating about those giant glowing eyes, you know? Uh, there's something about that really pulls me in. I just think he's really cool looking. And I feel like Mothman is one of the more mysterious cryptids. So definitely Mothman. He needs more movies made about him. I've seen 2 Mothman movies and I didn't like either of them. I've had a bad day. as I explained, I had that really awful job interview that I drove out of town for, and then I I'm also having trouble getting health insurance because I was quoted a pretty good price on health insurance, but the company was like, "We can't give you health insurance until you prove to us that you lost health insurance." So I have to get my old health insurance to give me the uh, notice of cutoff or whatever, and they won't give it to me. They cut off my insurance, but they will not give me the paperwork I need to get new insurance. So I don't have health insurance. If anything happens to me, I'm screwed because I will not be able to pay for it. So that's been weighing pretty damn heavily on my mind. And then my mom also will not leave me alone about it. My mom's been like accusing me of not trying to get health insurance, but the exact opposite is true. I was on the phone for 4 hours the other day trying to get health insurance. And next time I call them, I'm going to get angry with them. I know you're supposed to be polite with customer service on the phone, but it's been 2 months and they have not given me the paperwork yet. I've called them 7 times. Last time I was on the phone for 4 hours. I think I'm going to have to get mean with them just to get my damn paperwork. Because if I don't get it, I'm fucked. I'm absolutely fucked. One good thing is at least my indie kaiju films will be showing up in the mail in the next few days. Well, one of them will. I ordered Conga TNT, which is already out, but I pre-ordered Howl from Beyond the Fog, so I don't think it's available yet. But my Conga has shipped. Have I seen The Last Ronin? I don't think so. I don't think so. What the hell is this? Who is this? What's my favorite Western movie? The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is way too good. I have the entire Man Without a Name trilogy somewhere. I don't know where my copy is, but yeah, the first two are like whatever, but then the third one is like insanely good. Most people don't even know it's the third in a trilogy. I don't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I am not a fan. I have heard of it though. Is it one where like there's only one of the turtles left and he's like using all their weapons or something? Like the others are dead? Something like that. I haven't watched the Michael Bay TNT because I don't care about TNT. Or TMNT, sorry. Oh god, now someone's car alarm is going off and like all the dogs on the street are barking. Hold on. Christ. You didn't sound. What are you barking at 24/7? You literally bark all day. How do you stand it? Do your vocal cords not get tired? How do you bark all day long? How? Tell me how. Fun fact about King Kong versus Godzilla, the octopus, it was both real and fake. Yeah, I knew all that. That's is pretty interesting though, because the one that's crawling across the sets is obviously a real octopus, and then the one that like clings to his face, that one's the fake octopus, because obviously you couldn't have him throwing around a real octopus. That's animal cruelty. Um, I don't remember where I heard that fact, though. I think it might have been from about the staff member eating it. I think I might have heard that on Wikizilla, the YouTube page, not the page. Page. Nope, I don't watch Cinemassacre. I think I watched his Godzilla series many, many years ago, like when he went through all the ones up till 2004 and like talked about them. I think I watched that, but I honestly don't think I've ever watched anything else that he's ever made. Most of the YouTube stuff I watch isn't actually monsters, it's mostly comedy. I mostly watch comedy on YouTube, nothing else really. Do I like the new movie Joker? I haven't seen Joker. I have a copy of it on Blu ray, but I haven't watched it yet because my mom bought it and she was like, "Hey, I bought this Joker movie. We should watch it together." And I was like, "No offense, mom, but I kind of don't want to watch such a dark film with you." uh, so I haven't seen that, but I do not like Jared Leto Joker. I think it's stupid. I think Jared Leto's a fucking hack. This is my mom keeps sending me job listings. My mom literally spams me with job listings all day long because she wants me to get a new job, probably even more than I want a new job. Um, but she keeps sending me job listings without reading the qualifications for them. And I'm not qualified for any of these jobs she sends me. Like, I literally just read one where you have to be able to lift over 100 pounds um, throughout the day, and where you have to have a license. I don't have a fucking license. I'm not going to go back to school to get a license. And I'm literally, I have arthritis throughout my spine. I can't lift 100 pounds. I'm physically unable because I'm disabled. I can't do it. So I don't know why she keeps sending me jobs that I literally cannot do. It's insulting. It's a waste of my time and it's a waste of her time. Like, I know she's trying to help, but she's actually making it a lot harder for me. Like, thank you for trying to help me find a job, Mom. I 100% appreciate that, and I love you. But please, please stop sending me job applications that I'm just not qualified for. Like this one right here says, you need at least 3 years in the medical field. I don't have 3 years of experience in the medical field. So why would I have no idea what's going on? And then my dad's even worse. Like my dad knows that I have a physical disability. And he still insists that I should do hard labor. Because my dad thinks that if a man isn't doing hard labor, the job isn't worth doing. He's like this old country guy. I don't know, man. So my dad thinks even though I have a physical disability, that I should ignore it and try to do the type of job he wants me to do. And we all know that physical labor doesn't pay either. It's one of the hardest things to do, but it pays the least. It's insane. I don't know why everyone expects so much from me. Do you watch Nostalgia Critic? No, I don't even know who that is. Yeah, I know. I see where you said he was in Brother Bear and he was in Signs and Believe, but I've never seen Believe and I've never seen Brother Bear, and I haven't seen Signs since I was a kid. Uh, and who was he in Signs? Like, oh God, I'm sorry if I seem like an asshole today. I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood. Which Star Trek series do I prefer? Uh, well, the original series will always have uh, a place in my heart. When it comes to rewatching Star Trek, I always the original series is the most rewatchable. And then the next generation is really good after season 1. But honestly, I think what I consider the best Star Trek series is Deep Space Nine. Most people skip Deep Space Nine because it all happens on a space station instead of them exploring the galaxy. But it's really good. It's so good. It really is incredible. Benjamin Sisko is an amazing amazing captain. The whole show is incredible. Just incredible. So yeah, Disney Deep Space Nine. I haven't seen. I haven't seen Voyager all the way through, and I haven't seen Enterprise all the way through. I haven't seen Picard at all, and I've only seen the first episode of Star Trek Discovery and the first episode of Star Trek Lower Decks. So I haven't seen much of the new stuff at all. By new stuff, I mean like current CBS All Access stuff. Because they made like 3 new series, and they want to make even more series. CBS wants to have like 10 Star Trek series going at the same time. Like CBS, how about you finish one Star Trek series and then you make the next Star Trek series? Like I don't understand how you can have 3 going and want to start even more, because they want to make a series for Benjamin Sisko, which I would be super down for. But can we maybe wait till Picard is over first? Yeah, last night I refused to talk about the election on the stream, but I guess I can tonight. Right now, it looks like Biden is ahead by a decent bit in both the Electoral College and in the popular vote. If Joe Biden gets Nevada, he wins. Nevada is projected to go blue. And if Nevada goes blue, that's 6 electoral votes, which is exactly how many he needs to win the Electoral College. But Georgia's kind of like neck and neck. Georgia's the state I live in. It's pretty neck and neck. Trump only has a 0.8% lead. He doesn't even have a full percent lead. And Democratic ballots are being counted later than Republican ballots, because Republicans mostly voted in person. One, because their leaders convinced them via a stupid conspiracy theory that voting mail in was a bad thing for some reason, even though Trump himself votes mail in. And then also we have people who don't care about the virus, who are just ignoring the virus and voting in person anyways. And then on the Democrats' side, they don't believe the conspiracy theory about mail-in voting, and they also care more about the virus and are trying to avoid public more so than the right. So that's why they're getting mail-in ballots, and mail-in ballots are being counted later than physically cast ballots, right? They're being cast later than physically bad. So that's why, like, at the beginning of last night, everything looked red because the in-person stuff was being counted first. But now it's kind of coming back in. Now the blue votes are starting to get counted more. It's not rigged. It's not rigged. This is exactly how it's always been. But last night, my prediction was that it'll be very close and Trump will prematurely declare victory, because Trump declared victory last night even though nobody had won. Pennsylvania probably won't be done counting votes until the end of the week. Like, we probably won't know who the president is until the end of the week. Like, no one should be declaring victory, but he already declared victory because because he's trying to take it. He said he wants to take it to the Supreme Court and make the court decide who won. But the thing is, the court is balanced in his favor. So 6 justices are going to be on Trump's side and 3 are going to be on Biden's side. Yeah, it is pretty neck and neck. You're right. It is very neck and neck. It's insane how neck and neck it is. I don't think it's ever been this neck and neck in any election that I have personally voted in, because I've only been able to vote in 4 elections, I think. I could vote in 2012. I've only been able to vote in 3 elections. I didn't vote in the first election I was able to vote in because I messed up my paperwork, so I wasn't registered, sadly. But I voted in all the other ones. What will you do if Biden wins? I'll just live my life the same way I've been living it. I'll just do the same thing I've been doing, No real change. What will I do if Trump wins? Well, that depends. If he wins fairly, like if Nevada and all these other, if Nevada, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia and Alaska end up going to Trump and he ends up winning, then if he wins fairly, then he wins fairly and it's fine. But if he tries to steal it with the Supreme Court and tries to contest the election results unfairly, I will definitely be protesting. Because we have to protect our democracy. We have to let the people choose the president. The president can't just decide to stay in power. But if he wins fairly, then he wins fairly, and I'll continue my life the same way I've been living it. But it doesn't look like he will win. Let's actually do some math here. He has 214 electoral college votes. Right? I can't click this button. Hold on. He has 214. 15, 16, 17. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 48, 48, 58, 68. So with current projections, Trump will be exactly 2 electoral votes shy of 270. But that doesn't mean anything, right? Because Nevada could all of a sudden go red. That could happen. Nevada could turn tail and go red. That's possible. Like, Nevada only has 75% of its votes in. So they could open up a lot more ballots and then find a bunch more Trump votes. Like, Nevada is projected to go blue, but it could easily go red. And then look at Georgia. Once again, Trump only has a 0.8% lead in Georgia. So Georgia could easily go blue. So it's still like I was just on Twitter, and a lot of people on Twitter are already expecting Biden to win because he's been ahead for all day. But once again, it could still go to either candidate. It could still go to either candidate right now. What do I think about Kong using an axe? I think that's the coolest thing in the fucking world. I think that's super dope. I even predicted it. I predicted that Kong might have weapons in GVK because, and I've talked about this a lot, like a lot. I've told this story several times. But one time a friend of mine moved to Scotland. He's moved back to now, but he moved to Scotland for school for a while. And before he left, the night before he left, we watched Kong Skull Island together. I was like, you pick the movie since you're leaving. We'll watch anything you want. He was like, let's watch Kong Skull Island. I said, okay. And in that movie, like, it didn't really hit me when I watched it in theaters, but then when I rewatched it with him, I was like, hey, when Kong picks up the chain with the propeller on it, that's him entering the Stone Age. And my friend said, no, it's more like the Iron Age because it's made of metal. And I was like, no, 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 no. You only enter the Iron Age when you learn how to make iron. You enter the Stone Age when you learn how to use tools. And Kong used a tool in Skull Island. So he entered the Stone Age. Kong having an axe makes 100% complete total sense because they set precedent for it in Kong Skull Island. He used tools in Kong Skull Island. So that's really cool, I think. And Kong also stands upright, and that is a sign of intelligence. Standing upright is a sign of intelligence. He's most likely an omnivore like other gorillas. So that's good for the brain. So Kong is likely very intelligent. And he was able to understand which humans were and weren't a threat in Skull Island, which is also an extreme example of his intelligence. What did you think about the Hollow Earth theory in the Monsterverse? I mean, the Hollow Earth theory existed before the Monsterverse. They didn't come up with that. That was already something. And I think the way they've used it is pretty cool because the Hollow Earth actually explains a lot when it comes to kaiju, because kaiju would take up a lot of room on the planet's surface. How do you fix that? Oh, they're all inside the planet. And then also, kaiju would need to eat an extraordinary amount of food. There's not enough food on the planet to feed kaiju. Where would all that food be? It's just inside the fucking earth. Like, and also, like, if a kaiju-sized creature existed, we would never lose track of it. You know how in Godzilla movies, in modern Godzilla movies, he goes into the water and then the military loses track of him? That would not be possible in the real world. In the real world, the military would never lose track of a target that large without any tech to hide itself. But if they go into the Hollow Earth, then the military could easily lose track of them. So the Hollow Earth really helps explain some of the logistics stuff away in kaiju films. It was a very smart thing to pull. What else, guys? What other monster movie stuff you? What do you think about the Titans in King of the Monsters? Been asked that a lot too. Most of them aren't terribly impressive. Like one is just another Muto, but this one has more of a carapace. Wow, like that took no creative energy. There's like the Scylla one that's like the spider with the Lovecraftian tentacles. That one's kind of cool, but I feel like I've seen something very similar before. Then you got the one that just looks like a big rock lizard. You got all kinds, but yeah, the only one that really made any impression on me is Behemoth. Like he's a big ground sloth mammoth, and that's pretty cool. I think ground sloths are really cool prehistoric animals that nobody talks about. So the fact that they integrated that into a kaiju, but then also gave him big mammoth tusks and everything was pretty cool. Hopefully YMSF will actually end up releasing their Behemoth. I guess I don't really think anything about because there are a couple Titans that I don't really know anything about yet, like the big bat Titan or whatever that's going to be in the comic book. I don't really know anything about the big snake Titan that you can see on the back of the toy packaging, because I have the Kong with axe action figure and I have the Skullcrawler with heave action figure, and on the back of the box there's a snake kaiju. They changed its name. I don't remember what they changed its name to. They did change its name. It's something different on the back of the box now than it was when the images of it leaked. We're just going to have to see. We'll probably see some new monsters on Skull Island in GBK. Rodan did look pretty good in King of the Monsters. I think that's one of the best Rodan designs. It really competes with the original 1956 for my favorite Rodan design. Like, it really does. with he's got like the molten rock coming out the tips of his wings, and then when he gets stabbed, he just bleeds molten rock. Like, that's really cool. Yeah, it's not called Nozuki now, though. It's called something different on the back of the box. Warbat, I think, is correct. Warbat sounds right. Yeah, it looks like you're right. Warbat. I guess he's called Warbat because of the... Like, I'm guessing he's a snake. I mean, we haven't seen any big or really high quality images of it yet. Maybe they call it that because its frill is like bat wings or something. My guess is... So my guess is that Kong will probably kill Warbat in the movie as a very small fight, and then he'll probably just kill the Warbat as a very small fight to kind of establish his strength on Skull Island. And I'm assuming that's really the only role that kaiju will have. I don't think it'll be important. I don't. I just think it will be featured enough to justify a toy to kind of round out the lineup. I'm pretty sure I know who the main opponent in GVK will be. I'm not going to say anything just in case someone on the stream doesn't know. And I'm not going to... do not post the spoiler in the chat. Absolutely do not post the spoiler in the chat. But who do I think will win in Godzilla vs. Kong? Well, normally in team-up movies, right? Normally in team-up movies, the two people fight, right? They fight, and then they stop fighting, and it's basically a draw or unconclusive because they have to fight a bigger threat. And normally I would assume that's what would happen in GVK. But here's the thing. Legendary announced that there will be a quote-unquote definite winner in Godzilla vs. Kong. And to be completely honest, part of me feels like it's going to be Kong. And I have evidence to support that. But it's spoilers, so I can't tell you. I can't give you my evidence for Kong winning. I can't give it to you. But I have evidence. It just involves spoilers. Because there was a certain toy that was leaked, and that toy leads me to believe that Kong wins. I'm not going to say it, Mason, but I will say that one of the leaked toys makes me think Kong will win. Yeah, it would be exactly like Batman versus Superman, except hopefully not near that bad, because Batman versus Superman is a terrible film. Terrible film. World Serpent? What evidence? So if I could, I would definitely put Mechagodzilla in the MonsterVerse. God, I really shouldn't talk about this. I would put Mechagodzilla in the MonsterVerse. That would be an easy decision to make. I have a lot to say about this. The World Serpent? Just a big snake? Kong already fights a big snake in that movie. Apparently, well, someone fights a big snake. Because look, there's no way in hell that Warbat is. There's no way in hell Warbat is the main villain. There's just no way. Because I've seen all the toy leaks, and there's only one toy of Warbat. No way he's the main kaiju. Godzilla, dude, what the hell did I just tell you, dude? I told you guys no spoilers in the chat. It can't be Mecha King Ghidorah. Here's how international licensing works. When Legendary licenses a monster from Toho, they have to legally announce and disclose that license acquisition to the public. Right? So if Mecha King Ghidorah was in the movie, we would already know. We would already know because they would have legally had to disclose the copyright acquisition. You see what I'm saying? If I had to pick the big threat, either Mechagodzilla or a new kaiju. That's what I would do because Mechagodzilla is the last of the big five to not be used, right? And no Godzilla series should be without Mechagodzilla. But a new kaiju would be a new kaiju, and that would be great. I will never ever bash someone making a new kaiju instead of reusing an old one. That's it. I'll never bash the creation of new kaiju. If I had to pick a previously used kaiju, because Mechagodzilla is technically not a kaiju, right? The original Mechagodzilla, the two Mechagodzillas that appear in the Showa series are just straight up robots. And then Mechagodzilla 2, Super Mechagodzilla, is a mecha because it's piloted. Kiryu is a kaiju. Kiryu is absolutely a kaiju. It has biological components. It literally has a soul. That's part of the whole thing about Kiryu is he has a soul that is able to enact its will through DNA computers. Because you remember in Tokyo SOS, the fairies were like, the little Shobijin, they said, they were like, you have to return the bones to the ocean so that the original Godzilla's soul can rest. Because the soul of the original Godzilla was trapped inside Kiryu. So Kiryu's a literal cyborg. I know in Terror of Mechagodzilla, they call Mechagodzilla a cyborg because Tatsura's emotions control him or something stupid that doesn't make sense. But he's not technically a cyborg. It's like how the androids in Dragon Ball Z aren't androids, they're cyborgs. I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Whoa. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. It's hot. Ah. Oh. La la la. Whew. Fuck. That was quite the sneeze. Your favorite moment in the Monsterverse? Godzilla declaring himself alpha at the end of KOM 2019. When all the Titans bow to him and he roars to the sky as the sun comes up. That's it. That's my favorite moment in the Monsterverse. Because it's pretty damn badass. Like, it's really damn badass. So you said your favorite moment, and then you listed 3 separate moments. Basically, your favorite moment's just the action scenes in KOM. That's all cool. That's good. I am emotionally exhausted today. Oh. It's hot in here. Like, not this kind of hot, but like my ears are hot. Oh. In King of the Monsters, what scenes reference other Godzilla movies? Many. Like when they refer to Ghidorah as Monster Zero, that's obviously referencing Monster Zero, Astro Monster, etc., etc. Favorite horror film? Ooh, that's a good question. There are a lot of options here that I could pick. Pumpkinhead is pretty damn good, right? I'm going to count Shin Godzilla as a horror film. So Pumpkinhead and Shin Godzilla is my favorite movie, so I probably shouldn't pick it as my favorite horror film. So I would say, it might be Pumpkinhead. I don't know if you guys have seen Pumpkinhead. It's a very underrated movie. It's a quadrilogy. There's the Pumpkinhead movie that was in theaters that Stan Winston directed and his team did effects for. And then there were like 4 TV Pumpkinhead movies on the Sci-Fi Channel. But yeah, it's probably Pumpkinhead. He's a demon that gets revenge for people. My favorite rated R movie? Alien? Maybe Alien? That's Alien's a big contester for favorite horror movie also. But I'll give it the favorite R-rated slot. Alien's a pretty damn good movie. What about John Carpenter's The Thing? Oh, are you saying that's your favorite R-rated movie? Yeah, that's a good choice. John Carpenter's The Thing. Haven't seen that in a long time. I've seen the movies that inspired it, with that bald-headed plant motherfucker. It Came from Outer Space, or whatever it's called. What is that movie called? I think It Came from Outer Space. Maybe it's a different movie? No. I don't think. I might be wrong. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It's another movie. The movie John Carpenter's The Thing is. I've seen it. The Thing from Another World. That's it. A quick Google search took me to it. The Thing from Another World from 1951. Arctic soldiers and scientists find an alien aircraft containing a frozen creature that wakes up and feeds on human blood. Sound familiar? Yeah. The Thing from Another World in the 50s movie, it isn't a shapeshifter though. It's like a humanoid, but it's a plant-based humanoid. I haven't seen the Thing prequel film. I hear it's good. The 2011 one. I hear it's a fun film. Then again, I've only heard that from one person. I've only ever had one person tell me about it. The Thing, 2011. I need to watch The Thing from Another World again. The Thing from Another World. So they basically just changed the monster up some and yeah, you can watch The Thing from Another World on Amazon Prime. It's It's on Prime Video. $2.99 to rent, $9.99 to buy. $2.99 to rent, $9.99 to buy. It looks like you can't watch it for free if you have Amazon Prime. It looks like it's not available. But you can rent it. Oh shit, Vincent Price House of Wax is on here? Hell yeah. Forbidden Planet, dude? Hell yeah. Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Hell yeah. It, The Terror from Beyond Space? That's one of the movies that inspired Alien. Actually. It Came from Outer Space that I mentioned earlier is on here. Attack of the 50-Foot Woman is on here. It's a very sexist film, but still. Journey to the Center of the Earth. When Worlds Collide. Have I seen that? I have no idea. There are so many movies out there, man. It's hard to remember what I haven't seen. What am I doing? I need to search something else. Oh, I'm stupid. I need to watch The Thing 2011. It is on Prime Video. If you have HBO, you can watch it. Otherwise, you can rent or buy it. I think that Harry Potter motherfucker's in this movie. Or not. I could be wrong. Who plays the fucking werewolf in Harry Potter? I'm not going to look it up because I don't actually give a shit. I'm wrong. He's not in this movie. I'm wrong. Never mind. Never mind, I said. But yeah, I will add The Thing 2011 to my watch list. Are there any other monster movies? That wasn't my stomach. That was me going, Are there any monster movies y'all would recommend to me? Hopefully ones I haven't seen. God, I kind of want to watch Santa Jaws. I kind of want to watch Santa Jaws, to be honest. Navy SEALs versus Zombies. It Waits, The Breed, Croc. I'll add Croc to my list. Moose the movie. What the fuck? Bats. I'll add that. I am not going to watch a movie called Inseminoid. No way in hell. The Last Lovecraft Relic of Cthulhu. Howl. I'm not super into Shark or I mean, I like werewolves, but I feel like I've seen most of what werewolves have to offer. I've seen Relic before, but I'm going to add it to my list because it's been a long time. Of the new Tremors movie that came out last month. Trick or Treat looks good. Already added the thing. Oh, I need to add Bloodshot to my list. You okay? You okay, doggy? He's just getting cozy. He's just getting cozy. Oh, I need to watch the 2020 Invisible Man pretty badly. I do not want to see Johnny Depp in Dark Shadows. Which Halloween is this? The original. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark by Guillermo del Toro is already on my list. Brightburn, you're already on my list. I don't care for the Wolfman remake. Which Friday the 13th is this? 2009? I'll pass. I'm looking for monsters specifically. Piranha Double D, no thanks. I didn't realize Legion was a horror film. Why is the 98 Godzilla in the horror category on Prime Video? That's more of a sci-fi film. Also, Monsters, that's a romance movie. What the hell is that doing in the horror section? I don't fucking get this, dude. Dragula? I might watch that. That sounds pretty funny. Oh, the dog just walked up to me and walked away. Do you need something, buddy? Huh? No, I think he just wants to sleep. Gremlins. I've seen Gremlins. Yeah, I have a copy of all 4 Mothra movies. I love Ghostbusters 1. Ghostbusters 2 sucks. You already said that. Godzilla Dude 54. Yeah, there's I saw like a Trimmer 7 pack at Walmart. I'm gonna get that at some point probably. I'll probably get the Trimmer 7 pack since the new one just came out. Hey Wyvern Venom. But the Trimmer movies are on both Netflix and Amazon, I think. I have a copy of The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. I have a copy of every single Ray Harryhausen movie except The Valley of Gwangi and Mysterious Island. Mysterious Island is actually a little hard to find a reasonable priced copy of, but Valley of Gwangi has a relatively recent Blu-ray release, so I'm not. But I've seen them both. I'm not a big fan of Mysterious Island, but Valley of Gwangi is pretty cool. Now let's look at this film called Santa Jaws. It's a Christmas shark film. A young, aspiring comic book artist is gifted a mysterious pin that brings his drawing to life. Now his creation, Santa Jaws, begins to devour his family, and the remaining must battle for survival against this creature. Please, for the love of God, tell me there's a trailer. No trailer? Yeah, Valley of Gwangi is pretty cool. Yeah, check this out. Here's a link in. You have to go outside. I told you guys. I told you if I let him in before have to go outside. I knew you'd have to go outside, big boy. Let's go. You're a little stinky. You're gonna need a bath at some point. I told you guys he was gonna have to go out at 10. I knew he'd have to pee. I knew it. Yeah, I'm going to look up the trailer for Santa Jaws because I can't stand not having that trailer in my life. It's not on Amazon for some reason. Oh, someone just posted Santa Jaws in its entirety on YouTube. Santa Jaws Carnage Count, Santa Jaws music video, Santa Jaws trailer. There it is. Ho, 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 you son of a fish. Oh my fucking God. So I will be watching that this Christmas. It's a shark with a Santa hat on its dorsal fin, glowing red eyes, and it has Christmas lights wrapped down its lower half. Insane. Lamageddon, Karis Hell, Bait 3D, Baby Frankenstein, Killer Pinata. Why would I watch any of these? Dolph Lundgren, Six-Headed Shark Attack, The Reef, Super Shark, Planet of the Sharks, Sharktopus versus Whale Wolf. I'm definitely going to be fucking watching. Have I reviewed Sharktopus? That's a good question. Because I don't know the answer. Where were you when you found out Sharktopus was a Roger Corman film? I remember because I was on his Wikipedia checking his filmography and I saw it there and I was like, he was responsible for that fucking garbage? Do you prefer stop motion or CGI? Well, it just depends, you know? Like, Some stop motion is good, some stop motion is bad. Some CGI is good, some CGI is bad. CGI can do many things that stop motion cannot. And stop motion can have a realistic quality that CGI is incapable of. So there is a place in my heart for both. I don't feel like I have to choose. Yeah, sure. Santa Jaws is one of those campy shark movies. Do you like Godzilla the series? Not necessarily. Godzilla the series is pretty overrated. I think most people just like it because they watched it as a kid. Uh, which Saturday morning cartoon was my favorite growing up? Probably Pokemon. I'd say Pokemon was probably my favorite Saturday morning cartoon growing up. Yeah, you know what? It definitely was. It for sure was. If you were to make your own monster movie, how would it go? I've made a monster movie before. Not a feature length one, but it was called Terror of the Mutant. It was shot in black and white. It was a horror comedy short film based on horror movies from the 50s. It won first place at Regional Tech Fair. That time it was my stomach growling. I'm not really hungry though. I ate a very late lunch. Blah! If I were to make one, it would be a King Kong movie. So you would basically just make a crossover movie. No, I would much rather make my own monster than I would just use other people's. Like, can you guys really hear it? It's like not shutting up. The dog is barking again. The giant claw doesn't deserve to come back. Rhetosaurus might. Guanji is just a T-Rex. There's nothing special about Guanji other than the fact that he's blue. But Guanji is actually blue on accident. Guanji's not supposed to be blue. Ray Harryhausen was not the best at color balancing. It's true. Ray Harryhausen was not the best at color balancing. So Guanji turned out looking blue when he was supposed to be green. And if you watch an old copy of Valley of Gwangi, he actually changes colors throughout the film. Like they messed him up. Uh, and in like the new Blu-rays and stuff, I think he's consistent because they've color corrected him, but he's still blue. But yeah, Valley of Gwangi. Yeah, Valley of Gwangi was actually it wasn't one of Ray Harryhausen's ideas. It was one of his mentor Willis O'Brien's ideas, and of course, you all know Willis O'Brien because he animated King Kong. One of his movie ideas was Valley of Gwangi. Ray Harryhausen just happened to be the one to make it because Willis O'Brien was dead. Yeah, the whole cowboys versus dinosaurs thing was his idea, but Ray made that movie one just because he fucking loves dinosaurs and had a lot of respect for Willis O'Brien, but also because dinosaur movies were popular at the time and cowboy movies were popular at the time. So Harryhausen was like, "Screw it, let's throw them together." But yeah, he's not. If I remember correctly, if I remember correctly, he's not supposed to be blue. That's an accident. Oh, crap. My charger cable's stuck. L'chaim. I'll probably leave whenever my partner messages me. Do you prefer 33 Kong or Skull Island Kong? Are we talking about the character Kong himself or the movie? Because if we're talking about the character of Kong, I prefer 2017. If we are talking about the movie itself, I prefer 1933. Which Kong do I think is the strongest? Monsterverse. Monsterverse Kong could literally squash all the other King Kongs in his hands. Like, he's fucking huge. And that's 2021 fully grown Monsterverse Kong I'm talking about. I mean, he can make weapons. He's the smartest Kong. He's the biggest Kong. Yeah, I am tired. Every day I'm suffering. But the thing is, I probably still won't go to bed for a while. I'm too anxious to go to bed though. Like, I've had a really bad day. I'm not counting Mechanicong among Kongs. Mechanicong is its own separate thing. You know what monster I would like to see more? Gorosaurus. I mean, Gorosaurus in the Monsterverse would be kind of stupid because why would you pay for Gorosaurus for an American audience? But I think Gorosaurus should show up again in Japan for sure. I mean, this is the mofo that knocked King Ghidorah flat on his face in one kick. Like, that's street cred. That is straight street cred. You think we should see more of Megalon and Titanosaurus? Yeah, I think Megalon definitely needs to come back. I think the only reason Megalon has not come back is because his movie was so shitty. Uh, Godzilla vs. Megalon may be the worst Godzilla film. It's pretty awful. But the thing about Megalon is he was a very cool looking kaiju. He had a lot of great powers. He was very, very strong. Megalon needs to return to film or television. And then Titanosaurus, it kind of looks like Titanosaurus is already back because there is an aquatic reptilian kaiju that is the same colors of Titanosaurus in the new Godzilla anime trailer. Um, I guess I'm a little hungry. Gabara, lots of people think that one of the monsters in the Singular Point trailer is Gabara. There is a strong case to be made for that, the head horn, the bumpy skin, etc. But I'm not entirely convinced myself because why would you? And then I don't think Megaguirus needs to come back. Megaguirus was a pretty generic bug kaiju. If you're going to bring back a one time bug kaiju, I would say bring back Batra, right? Gigan, I'm sure will make Gigan's going to make a comeback at some point. I'm pretty positive of that. There is no doubt in my mind that Toho will use Gigan again. Gigan is pretty popular. And Jet Jaguar is also coming back in Singular Point. I don't know if he'll really have a fighting role or what, but they showed him in the trailer. And Jet Jaguar is the one singular thing I am most excited for with Godzilla Singular Point. I do think Titanosaurus will be in Singular Point. I am not sure if Gabara and Ebera will be. Lots of people think that the sea monster we saw the legs of is Ebera. Very possible, but once again, I do not know. We cannot know. We only have a teaser. Once we get a full trailer, maybe we'll figure it out. It might be a little while before a full trailer, though. I don't know. Could be a couple months. Who knows? I'm pretty excited for Singular Point, though. We're definitely getting Anguirus. I know that. Anguirus and Rodan were both pretty unmistakable. And then there's also another pterosaur kaiju that's not Rodan. Because you remember, Rodan is at the beginning of the trailer. You can tell that pterosaur is Rodan because he has the spines on his chest. But then later in the trailer, there is another more colorful pterosaur that's not Rodan. And I think that's the one that's going to attack the city in swarms. That's what I think. When you say Dogara, do you mean the starfish shitting pollution monster from Rebirth of Mothra 2? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I don't really feel like that monster needs to come back. I don't really think any of the monsters from the Rebirth of Mothra trilogy need a return, except for Mothra herself, obviously. Which Mothra design do I like? I don't think there's a Mothra design that I dislike. Mothra's looking kind of ugly in Godzilla vs. Mothra, like the original one. But I don't think there's a Mothra design I dislike. I think the time travel Mothra is kind of stupid because it's literally just a recolor of Aqua Mothra, and it's like, okay, whatever. Time travel Mothra didn't really do anything that mattered anyway, so who cares? What? I can't watch Dino Croc. Man, fuck that. God, I could really fall asleep, man. I could, like, actually fall asleep. Mothra Leo's still a Mothra, my dude. It's all Mothra. What do you mean there wouldn't be a good monster for Rodan to face? I think that, one, Rodan might not even need to fight a monster if the film is done correctly. Shin Godzilla proved to us that we can still make solo kaiju films in this day and age. So Rodan could have just a solo film, no other monster. But if Rodan fought a monster, I would say, hey, Rodan needs to fight a flying monster. Well, there are several flying monsters. Megaguirus. We got Batra. But here's the best thing. There will always be a good monster for him to face because you could just make a new monster. No one's saying that if Rodan got a solo film where he fought another monster, that they would have to be a reused monster. Nobody's saying that because it's simply untrue. They could just make a good monster for Rodan to fight. Do you prefer Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't really watch either anime anymore, but I definitely prefer the Pokemon card game. I'm a big fan of that. I used to play that semi-professionally, actually. Hey, GG, what's going on? Crap. I actually need to check something. Damn. My partner is still in office hours? Oh, yeah, because they're an hour behind me. Duh. Never mind. Never mind. Dab. Yeah, Rodan could just face a new monster. In fact, I'd probably insist on it. Where the fuck isn't Dino Croc available on Amazon Prime? Certainly can't wait for a vaccine for COVID. You're going to be waiting a long time, my friend. You're going to be waiting a very long time. Historically, vaccines take a long time to make. So it's going to be a while. But I actually, like, my heart doesn't beat correctly. So if I got COVID, it could easily kill me. Which is why I'm not going out and doing like anything. It's really killing me. Oh, L'Chaim. God, I don't want to do homework tomorrow, man, but at least it'll take my mind off my shit life. I need to sweep up all this dog hair tomorrow, too. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So I got 2 more weekdays. Then Saturday. Fuck. And then Sunday we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, thankfully. So that'll distract me. L'Chaim. Love saying L'Chaim. I know it's like a wedding toast, like a good health toast, but I just like saying it, you know. I like good health to all. L'Chaim. I can never remember how to spell it though. It's like L-CHAIM. Currently in Dungeons and Dragons, I'm co-dungeon master because I'm kind of just coaching everybody right now and helping write and stuff because our DM is a brand new DM. It's Big Boy Chungus. This is his first time DMing. And then all the players are brand new players. And I've been playing for 11 years. So I'm just kind of coaching them. But I'm in a second D&D group that meets like once every 2 months. And in that, I play a lizard folk paladin. I also have a couple other characters on the side. Like I have a human rogue and I have a turtle druid, but recently I've just been co-dungeon master. You know, my D&D stories are in my podcast. I have a tabletop gaming podcast if anyone's interested in listening to it. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Podcasts. It's called Tabletop Recap. And it's pretty good, I think. I think it's pretty dope. It's on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Spotify, etc., things like that. I really enjoy making it. I think it's a good show. It's the project that I'm working the hardest on these days, putting the most into. The audience is steadily growing on it, which is good. Here's I re-upload the episodes onto the second channel, but I actually recommend listening to it here because that's where the episodes go up first. And also I make ad revenue off that. What do I think about Godzilla's design? Like just in general or a specific Godzilla? In Singular Point? Well, I don't know because I haven't really seen him now, have I? Like he's hidden in the mist in the teaser trailer. And then there's like this kind of artistic profile of him on the like announcement image, but that doesn't really tell us much about the design. It just gives us one side of the head. I can't give my opinions on Godzilla's Singular Point design because I simply don't know what it is. My favorite RPG. When you ask me that, do you mean tabletop RPG or video game RPG? Because my favorite video game RPG is Pokemon. Straight up, it's Pokemon. I love Pokemon. It's very fun. I know it's for children and it's not as hard as it used to be, but I still get one hell of a kick out of it. And then my favorite TTRPG is Call of Cthulhu, 7th edition, which I haven't gotten to play much, but I really, really enjoy it. I love what I have gotten to play, and I think it's pretty damn good. And I hope to play more. I've written a very long campaign for it. So that's that. It's not Dungeons and Dragons. I'm kind of sick of Dungeons and Dragons. I've been playing it for 11 years and I'm not a big high fantasy fan anyways. So yeah. I think Singular Point's Godzilla will kind of be horrific looking because I think Toho wants their Godzillas to be kind of scary looking now. Because remember, Godzilla was originally scary looking in his 1954 appearance, but then he got a real soft appearance. Then he kind of just looked cool in the Heisei. And then he had some scary designs, some non-scary designs in Millennium. And I feel like Toho wants Godzilla to be scary again. I feel like Toho wants Godzilla to be villainous again because the because Shin Godzilla was so popular, and Shin Godzilla is very villainous in that movie. And then you look at the anime trilogy, and Godzilla is going out of his way to destroy any living being that's not based on his evolutionary line, and etc. Did I notice Anguirus in King of the Monsters? Yeah, I saw where Michael Dougherty tweeted the Anguirus thing. I saw that. Burning Godzilla looked scary. I don't necessarily think he looked scary. He did look pretty cool, though. I'm glad they brought Burning Godzilla back because Burning Godzilla is pretty damn cool. And that would be a good note to end it on, but I don't feel like ending the stream. Hold on, guys. He has a Bandai version of him. No, I think Noel Anderson is talking about. I think Noel Anderson is talking about the 2019 Burning Godzilla specifically. I only have one figure of the 2019 Burning Godzilla, but I have at least 10 figures of. I have a lot of figures of Burning Godzilla because I have like a big Marmot Burning Godzilla. I have the Monster Arts Burning Godzilla. I have both NECA Burning Godzillas. I have the Pack of Destruction Burning Godzilla. I have 3 different Bandai America Burning Godzillas. I have the first release that's leaning forward with the straight tail. I have the second release that's standing up straight with the curved tail. And then I have the fusion release, which is like the glittery clear one. I know what you were talking about. I'm saying what Noel was talking about. Do I think Legendary will ever buy Gamera in the future? I addressed this on a previous live stream, and I actually made an entire video all about Gamera and the Monsterverse, and it will be up in several days. It's already been edited and uploaded to the second channel, and it's been scheduled to go up. I don't think this week, but maybe next week. I don't remember. Yeah, I made a whole vlog about it. So subscribe to the second channel and hit the notification bell so that you know when my Monsterverse Legendary Gamera video comes out. Because if I tell you all that stuff here, then you won't want to watch my video. Oh, Daddy. Do I think I can bring back Satan? Maybe. Is he like your favorite character or something? You always bring him up. I mean, I guess I could at some point, but I can't really think of a situation where I would use him. I can't really think of a situation where I would use him at all. I don't think Heisei Burning Godzilla is scary looking. He's just a bulkier version of the regular Heisei with like glowing flame stuff. But like that's a well-made suit. The original Burning Godzilla suit is a damn well-made suit. Oh, my partner is finally out of the office. It is late. I can't believe they have to be in the office so late. Yeah, my partner. The person I am dating. Have I? You're right. I need to let the dog in. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Hold on. I'm getting up, bitch. Duke, come on in the house, boy. It's time for you to go to bed. It's time for both of us to go to bed, doggy. You're a good boy, aren't you? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. All right, what were we talking about? Do I talk to Project Godzilla often? Yeah, I was just messaging him about Toyvember. He's been posting lots of pictures of his action figures on Twitter. Yeah, Project Godzilla and I probably message him every week or so. Yeah, I know that's the adult junior at the end. I'm not totally sure what I think about. I don't think I like that Junior comes back to life at the end of that movie. I don't think I like that. I think he should have stayed dead. It would have been sadder. It would have been a sadder ending. I think that would have been better for it. Who's a good boy? God, I'm tired. Flood whose page? Mahayam. I am getting so many messages right now. Did you guys watch the new episode of G&G that went up today? Because there was a new episode that went up today. I'm gonna check the. I'm gonna check. My thing is being weird. What's happening? There we go. Okay, it looks like it's doing just fine. It's only been up a day and it already has more views than the last one, which went up at the end of last month. That's good. Hell yeah. See, Mason Reyes and Life's Hard commented. I'll like those comments. Yeah, the next G&G, I see you say you want them longer. The next G&G will probably also be kind of a short one. The G&G after that will be a longer one. The G&G with Hedora, about Hedora's daily life, that one will be longer. And I forget what the third episode I have written is about. I totally forget. So I can't remember if that one will be longer or not. Well, in order to bring the show back to its roots, I have to actually be able to go places to film. Like, I can't do a Godzilla's Vacation because I can't fucking go anywhere. And I do feel restricted by the G&Gs. I wish I could make them. Ever since I moved back in with my parents, G&Gs have been shorter, and they have been just like in front of a single colored backdrop. I'll admit that. Rebooting it wouldn't change anything. God, my friends will not stop messaging me right now. Let me catch up on this. Bringing the show back to its roots, like including more characters and stuff, is something I need to do. One reason I don't do that as much is because I've been making the show for like a decade and I'm running out of ideas. And another reason is that have you seen the reboot episode of G&G? Because there is a reboot episode of G&G. What I would do if it was a reboot. It's an April Fool's prank. 4 years ago. Yeah. See, I always upload there, G&G reboot. I always upload my April Fool's pranks on April 2nd because no one falls for them on the 1st. And I tricked a lot of people. I tricked Deep Sea Oddities. I tricked Skylar Kingery. Noel Anderson watched it because their comment is right there. A lot of people told me that they would have been fine with this being the new G&G. Yeah, I got the Slender Spartan, aka Devin Torrance. Yeah, I tricked a few people. Always nice to do. It got some dislikes. I think people disliked it before they realized it was a prank. Because G&G usually doesn't get any dislikes. Well, the new one got one, but I think that's just because Space Godzilla is gay. When will Safari Sam come back? I have addressed this several times. Safari Sam will come back, one, when the virus is gone, because I can't go out and film it with the virus. And two, when I can get access to some animals, because I have to have access to animals to film Safari Sam. I have one episode idea where I will not need access to animals. But every other episode, like, I have to have animals to make Safari Sam with. I have to have animals. I just do. Can't do it without animals, man. Guys, it might be time for me to bounce. I am barely able to keep my eyes open right now, and I still have to drive home. Unless I don't drive home. I could sleep here, but I really need to feed my cat and stuff in the morning. I'd much rather sleep in my bed too, because I have a large bed, and the bed here is a small little twin bed. But I gotta get out of here. I am so sleepy. I am so tired. I will drive safely. My house is like 5 minutes from here. Like, it's really close. So I'll be totally fine. But that's it. Thank you all very much for the support. Before I go, would you all be interested in another live stream tomorrow night? Because I straight up have nothing to do tomorrow night. Before I go, let me know. Would you be interested in another live stream tomorrow night? Mason Reyes says, sure. Mason Reyes always shows up to stream, no matter what. UG 1954 will be there. Hold on. I have to send my friend one of the music videos I made back in the day. This is the best weather of our lives. Where's the music video? What is it? Was it removed? What happened? Dude, I went to the hospital during the production of that music video and they fucking removed it. It better be on Vimeo. I'm pissed. Dude. Where the fuck is the music video? Is that it? Yeah. Yeah, Dailymotion. Fuck, they got rid of my damn. No, it was the official music video. It wasn't taken down for copyright because it wasn't on my channel. This was an official music video for an actual band from New Zealand that I helped make. The song sucks, but the music video is good. The main woman in this video, she's underage, but she's presented like an adult. It's pretty creepy. This song sucks, right? Oh God, it's bad. It's so bad. The DJ on set for this music video is one of the coolest people I've ever met in my life. The guys in the boy band were fucking jerks. The guys in the boy band were assholes. And they never wanted to cooperate with anybody. Also, like, I knew this chick because she worked with our studio a lot, so she was in a bunch of different music videos, but her mom always had to be there because she was 15, and it was really creepy. It was so creepy. I kind of regret being near that. Dance sequence! This was the worst project I ever worked on. I spent 23 hours straight on set for this music video. I showed up at like 5 a.m. and I didn't get home till like 5 a.m. for real. And then I couldn't sleep because during the production I burned my legs so badly that I had to go to the hospital. The crazy part is this boy band is from New Zealand, and They're a platinum. When we made this, they were a platinum artist. They had sold over 1 million albums of that trash music. I burned my legs because I don't wear shorts. I always wear pants. I never wear shorts. I don't like wearing shorts. I don't feel comfortable in shorts. And my legs were so underexposed to the sun that they burned very, very easily. Like skin was falling off my legs and they were covered in blisters. They were burned so badly, even though I used sunscreen all day long. I had to go to the hospital. And I wasn't the only one. Another PA had heat stroke most of the day. Okay, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm going home. I will see you all tomorrow night. I'll stream around 7 or 8. Okay. I'll start streaming between 7 and 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. And I will see you all next time. Kaiju Gang.